Recording in progress.
Half cooked is actually no, right? So there are 38%, which is a good number, by the way. If you're really doing and building your annual operating plans, fantastic work. Okay. Uh, we have a hiring budget. 63% people say yes, we do have a hiring budget, and 38% people say we don't. And importantly, those 63% people, there's a question, people who have written yes to it. How many of you follow that hiring budget? Okay, so that's a question, but just park it for yourself. The last question that I have is we have rather not last one, but second last to third one. Third one, we have process documented, created in the company. There's a process book created in the company. There are 25% people who say no, the 38% people who say yes, and there are few yes, few no is 38%. So mota mota, the kacha khana is not a khana, right? So yes, of course, that can be evolved, it can be made better. So typically, all of these questions, if you're answering to yourselves, we have a monthly calendar that runs the company on. 50% people say no, we don't. 50% say yes, we have. Okay, all people in the company know what is the critical number to be achieved in the next 90 days. 50% say yes, and around 50% say no, or few don't know, right? We invest in second line leadership for our company. 38% people say yes, we do invest, and around the rest is we build good processes, good consulting processes, because all this data is absolutely crucial for by in default, while you are also getting your answers, we are also collating this data to understand how Indian MSMEs are working, where are we moving. I'm very proud to share that last year we also got the award from MSME Ministry for being a ecosystem builder award was the award that we achieved from MSME government, including SIDBI, Economic Times. These are certain awards that we've received in past for our work. And what we firmly believe is any company who is around 10 crores, 15 crores should not take more than 4 to 5 years to become a 100 crores company. But if everything is implemented well, and the entrepreneur and his team and all of that is really focused on doing, and they're taking right intelligence, they're moving forward, taking action every day, then it should not take more than 1,000.
Recording stopped.
Thank you very much for
Recording in
waiting.
progress.
I think there was some issue with the network around our office, but it's solved. Just confirm if you can see my face, if you can hear me. Just confirm that, please, on your chat boxes, if you could please do that. Thank you. Thank you very much for yes. Thank you very much for waiting in. Generally there is a huge dropout rate, people say, but I'm very happy about the fact that all of you are here and we can interact, which also means that all of you are pretty serious about the webinar. That takes me to the next part of it. Let's look at, I'll share, as I said, I will share a presentation with all of you. Just give me 30 seconds and I'm opening one. Also want to share with all of you, for people who are going to be there for the presentation. I mean, as the presentation is moving, because you're attending it, I'm going to give you an ebook and a complete masterclass, absolutely free, that we're not charging. And what would help you in doing that is, how would it help you is, you will realize the model right. You will be able to work on the model right, and more importantly, you'll be able to see that how you can build a good, sustainable, scalable company. Okay, it is a complete masterclass. And no selling, nothing has been done there. It's a genuine content. Please use it, because in the last 10 years, my dear friends, 11 years now, since I started School of Inspirational Leadership, there are more than 100 companies that have reached 100 crores mark. Okay, and I've personally trained, consulted all of them. And I feel extremely proud when companies reach at this level, because the core businesses are growing in the country. And all these core businesses, whether you're manufacturing, project-based businesses, textile industries, solar industry, the more they flourish in the country, the more is the employment. I'm very proud to say that in the last 3 years, we've been able to list close to 5 companies in SME IPO. Okay, how many of you would want to explore and have a dream that, okay, one day I want my company to be part of an IPO process? Okay, please let me know. Please let me know. How many of you on your chat boxes? I'll wait for your chat boxes responses. I'll wait for your chat boxes responses. I want to know how many of you have a desire, because a person who does not have a desire is anyways not reaching there. So, but if you have a desire, okay, and if you feel, okay, I have a desire to reach there, then there is high possibility that somebody on this planet can come to you. You can go to him and work with them. Okay, so how many of you have a desire to build a company that is reaching towards IPO? How many of you? I'm waiting for your responses. Please respond on your chat boxes. On your chat boxes right now, I'm waiting for your chat box responses. Okay. Now, today's presentation, and probably that's a subject that I keep talking about, of strategic thinking, building a scalable, sustainable business. So that's something that I have been doing. Let's look at this. Achieving a dream of scalable company requires a strategic roadmap. That roadmap typically is a roadmap that aligns your vision, your mission, your strategies, your projects, your milestones, your budgets, all of that. Now, while I'll take you through all of this, I'm also going to gift you today the entire masterclass of CPC, okay, cash creation, processing, and collection. Collection process. The study today that is being taken by Mumbai University in Entrepreneurship, and the study that is also taken in University of Boston. These are 2 universities who are following the cases that we are building right now. So my humble request is, it's coming free to you. Please use it for yourself so that you can take it forward, so that you can build your organizations in the similar line items. Okay, so how many of you ready? Can give me a chat, give me a shout out on the chat that you're ready for the presentation, and we quickly move forward. So as I said, my name is Dr. Yogesh Pawar. I'm the founder of School of Inspirational Leadership. We are an 11 years old organization. We typically train, coach, consult, and outsource. Our main focus is with core businesses, which apparently are there around around 4.5, 5 crores, and about till close to 500 crores are the companies that we consult, train them, coach them, coach their leaders, consult their entire organization from processes to systems to building the systems, to building the processes, building people competency, all of that, and of course outsourcing of a lot of process like HR, like finances, like accounting. A lot of those outsourcing happens. We also help people to reach that stage where their dream stage of IPO and all of that. So I'm going to take you through this basic fundamental of building a scalable organization. Let's look at how we're going to move forward. The first stage of our first stage of building our scalable organization is the vision that I have in my mind, and the vision that is defined. That's basically the why part of my which has a purpose behind it, which has a clear cut goal behind it, which has a number, which has something that I can envision in future. So what are the three traits for a man who is visionary? Okay, I'll give you an example. Ask yourself, cross your heart, ask yourself this question. Are you crystal clear about where you want to go? Why you want to go? Are you crystal clear about where you want to go and why you want to go? Do you have a vivid picture? When I say vivid, absolutely clear, absolute clear picture about where you want to see your business in the next 3 years, 5 years. Okay. And next is, do you take actions based on your value systems, based on your organization value systems? So now the question arises here, do I have a vision? If no, then I should have one, because that's exactly what entrepreneurs should have. You are the captain of the ship. It is important that you see far. So it's by default, you need to have a vision. Now, vision statement is not a statement created for websites or a brochure. It is it's a statement. It's an emotional statement which has emotional rational activity involved in it. Okay, so it's a cognitive and a limbic activity. These are psychological terms that I use right now. I don't know how many of you know, but by education, I'm a psychologist by education. So most of the time I keep that element in place while I'm coaching businesses also. So fundamentally, if you really look at it, vision statement comprises of a certain emotion, a certain rationalism, and a certain specific date. Okay. And in order to follow that, I need to have a guideline. And that guideline is called value system. Okay. That guideline is called value system. When people come to Burning Desire, they explore their own value system. And how do they explore their own value system? A patented product called Value Cards. When I was working with the Research Center of Boston, we were able to develop a patented product in India. And today, globally, people buy that product that was created by me and a team of research scientists. Post that, we have been using the same thing in Burning Desire. 11 years. People have been identifying, coming to that class, physically, it's a physical program, it's not a digital program. People have been coming to the class, looking at their value system, because values are things that guide you in difficult situations. I'll repeat what I'm saying. It is like your North Pole. It is like your lighthouse that you have in the sea. Okay, when everything is turmoil, the captain actually looks at the lighthouse because he knows where there is lighthouse and where it is moving. Just behind that is the harbor. Okay, so constant focus on that lighthouse. That is your guiding principle. That guiding principle is called values. Okay, so unless and until an entrepreneur's life is guided by values and with a clear vision in his mind that is shared with everybody, it will be tremendously difficult for you to scale the organization. Okay. And why am I telling you that it will be difficult? Because it is not about making money. And I hope few of you have realized that it is not about making money, because money will always be short. Okay. In a moving business, money will always be short. So once you have a rational way of looking at it, where you have an emotional setup being created out of it, and you're guided by values, that's when your vision becomes part of you. That's when the vision becomes a part of your organization. That's when your people live that. ओके नाउ मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम मेरे को सुनाई देता है कि सर लोग सुनते ही नहीं है, लोगों को पैसे के लिए काम करना है, लोगों के। अब इन इन दिस एज ऑफ एआई एंड दिस एज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, आप थोड़ा गूगल ही कर लो कि यार लोग बेसिकली छोड़ के जाते क्यों हैं। तो ना एक रियलाइजेशन आ जाएगा कि लोग सिर्फ पैसे के लिए छोड़ के नहीं जाते। ओके। और बहुत बार हम ये खुद से मानने को तैयार नहीं है कि हमें वो चीज सीखने की जरूरत है, या ऐसे लोगों के साथ काम करने की जरूरत है जिन्हें ये आता है या हमसे करवा सकते हैं। ओके बिकॉज ये करवाना बहुत जरूरी है। अगर नहीं आता तो किसी से करवाइए, आता है तो खुद कीजिए, बट अनलेस एंड अनटिल यू डू नॉट हैव, सबसे पहले इमोशनल लेयर ही कंपनी का सेट नहीं होता कि अगर आपने आपका विजन सिक्योरिटी गार्ड तक नहीं पहुंचाया। पूरी वैल्यू चेन में विजन होना चाहिए। नाउ दैट्स द सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ इट। वंस यू हैव अ विजन, व्हाट डज दैट मीन? इट मीन्स आफ्टर दैट यू गॉट टू क्राफ्ट द पर्पस, डिफाइन योर कंपनीज कोर पर्पस ऑफ एग्जिस्टेंस। हम किस कारण से जुड़े हैं? Okay, and to be really honest, if you ask my purpose or my organization's purpose here, very simple. We want to contribute to that economy, and every step that we have taken is towards that. Whether the kind of cases that we've built, whether the kind of we took 13 businesses to Z, by the way, in Z business, 13 businesses who qualified into our criteria that within 1,000 days the company has to be 100 crores. Okay, all of those, there were 13 businesses that we took last year, last year typically, in Z business, and all of them were interviewed. Our efforts in policy making with the government, our efforts constantly working with different associations so that we can give them right input. Our association with various business houses that allow us to give the network to all of it. So our actions are all towards that core purpose of why we exist. We exist as the ecosystem builder, and that's exactly what we were also recognized for. So similarly, you need to have that purpose. And now it doesn't matter whether you are आप machine बेच रहे हो, whether आप कपड़े बेच रहे हो, whether आप solar panel बेच रहे हो, whether आप cooling tower बेच रहे हो, it just doesn't matter दोस्तों। कंपनी संस्था बड़ी होने के बाद, ओके, आप उसका करोगे क्या, ये है उसका पर्पस। ओके, क्योंकि वो पर्पस ड्राइव करता है आपको। रेवेन्यू तो बाय डिफॉल्ट होना है। ओके, और उसके पीछे, अगर उसके पीछे सही रणनीति लिखी गई, ओके, then the possibility and the probability of you scaling up the organization is very very high. Okay, so that takes us to the next part. The next part is called uniqueness. क्यों यूनिक होना चाहिए? अब एआई के जमाने में आपका पर्पस लोगों को अगर छूता नहीं है, ओके, तो व्हाई वुड दे स्टे विथ यू? व्हाई वुड अ वेंडर से कि साहब मेरे से आप 60 दिन का ये लो? व्हाई वुड अ वेंडर से कि यार साहब एक काम करो, अभी पैसा नहीं ना, कोई टेंशन नहीं है, आप करो? Why would an employee say, no problem, sir, today my salary is more, but we will make the company big? Why would a customer say that I'm ready to give you an opportunity? कि आपने ये मशीन पहले नहीं बनाई, एक काम करो, मैं ये आप मशीन मेरे लिए बनाओ। Unless and until they do not know your purpose, they do not have that they see unique, ये अलग है, कुछ यूनिक है। और ये एस्पिरेशन होना चाहिए, आपसे बड़ा होना चाहिए। ये नहीं हो सकता कि मेरे को धंधा क्यों बड़ा करना है क्योंकि मेरे को घर गाड़ी बंगला लेना है। दैट्स पार्ट ऑफ द स्टोरी। अगर सबके लिए करोगे, अपने लिए होना ही होना। हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू अग्री? प्लीज गिव मी अ थम्स अप इफ ऑल ऑफ यू अग्री विद दिस, कि अगर मैं सबके लिए कर लेता हूं मेरे इर्द गिर्द में, तो अपने लिए तो है ही बाय डिफॉल्ट, बिकॉज आई एम पार्ट ऑफ द इकोसिस्टम, right? So we as entrepreneurs need to change our perspective towards building up a business, and hence we don't work with startups because there is too much of energy, okay, too much of energy, and less amount of cognitions. And businesses which have reached that 4.5, 5.5, or probably a little later that 10, 15, they have so much of cognition कि इमोशन ही भूल जाते हैं। तो ये जो बैलेंस है, ये बैलेंस शुरू करने का सिलसिला करना पड़ेगा। 4, 5, 10 करोड़ मैं जब हूं ना, तब ये बैलेंस का सिलसिला शुरू करना पड़ेगा। तभी जाके 50, 60, 70 पे वो बैलेंस मिल जाता है। उससे पहले भी नहीं मिलता, कम से कम 3 साल जाते हैं ये बैलेंस मिलने के, क्योंकि दिमाग दौड़ता रहेगा बार 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 बार। अब ये बार बार दौड़ता रहेगा तो हम हमारी इकोसिस्टम को भी अनस्टेबल करते हैं। We do get the business unstable and our people unstable because our thought process is unstable. ओके, किसी को भी कभी भी कुछ भी पूछ लेना, आप देखिए ये हरकतें आप करते हैं नहीं करते हैं, किसी को भी कभी भी बुला के लेके आना, किसी से भी कुछ भी कभी भी मांग लेना। ओके, मैंने ऐसे कभी भी मांग लेना, कुछ डेटा हो सकता है, कुछ हो सकता है, राइट। एंड मैंने तो तुमको बोला था, तुमने किया नहीं, ये वाले सेंटेंसेस मारने, अरे कितनी बार बोल चुका हूं, अब तक याद नहीं है तुमको, राइट। ये सारे सेंटेंस आर अ प्रूवन फैक्ट दैट द एंटरप्रेन्योर इज नॉट स्टेबल, क्योंकि द एटम इज स्टेबल, द मॉलिक्यूल इज स्टेबल। नो, साइंस कह रहा है if the atom is not stable, the molecule will not be stable. How many of you agree? Basic theory है ना साइंस की। Unstable atom cannot create an unstable molecule. अब इन stable molecule, then कोई जोड़ होनी चाहिए उसको, राइट। तो या तो कोई पार्टनर हो, या तो ऐसे एम्प्लॉइज हो, या तो इस तरीके से कोई कोई कंपनी हो जो हमें उस अनस्टेबिलिटी से निकाल के स्टेबिलिटी की तरफ लेके जाने की कोशिश करे। How many of you agree to me? Just give me a thumbs up on the chat box and I'm okay with it. Just give me a thumbs up on the chat box that unstableness is not allowing me to be steady, to be stable, to be disciplined, to do what I'm supposed to do every day, because I have not decided and cascaded absolutely 100% clear to everybody, including me, my family, including my friends, including everybody, right? This is what my decision is, and it's not going to change for the next 1,000 days. Okay. Unfortunately, we constantly keep giving examples. Oh, market बहुत तंग है, customer आजकल पैसा नहीं देता, employees काम ही नहीं करते. All of that, nothing wrong. I'm not saying that is wrong. There are challenges, but these challenges need to be catered in a certain way, and you have more potential to cater to those challenges if you are rock solid in your mindset. Okay, let's take this forward. I'm giving you 3 important aspects of strategy. First is my market analysis. Okay. Now almost 38% of people in this group said that they do not know what is the market potential. Now, if you do not know what is the market potential, okay, if you do not know, now in the slide I've written conduct a thorough market search, but मे बी 5 करोड़ का धंधा मार्केट सर्च नहीं कर पाएगा, या 10 करोड़ का धंधा भी नहीं कर पाएगा, क्योंकि वो मार्केट सर्च करने के लिए कम से कम 4-5 लाख रुपए लगते हैं, सो नहीं कर पाएगा। बट क्या तरीके हैं मार्केट सर्च खुद करने का? ऑफ कोर्स है, देयर आर सो मेनी फ्री टूल्स, सो मेनी थिंग्स दैट यू कैन डू राइट मार्केट सर्च, सो दैट यू बिकम रॉक सॉलिड ऑन व्हाट यू वांट टू डू। Okay, let's look at the second thing, is competitive positioning. So where is my competition? What are they doing? How are they doing? Where are they going? How much time did they take? Who's coming from behind? Who's ahead of me? Driving करते वक्त ये सब ध्यान में रखते, तो धंधा चलाते वक्त क्यों नहीं रखते? Isn't it? ड्राइविंग करते वक्त रेयर व्यू मिरर में पीछे का ध्यान होता है, आगे सामने वाले का ध्यान होता है, लेफ्ट साइड में लेफ्ट का गाड़ी, राइट की गाड़ी, क्यों? क्योंकि अपन जानते हैं इधर उधर नजर नहीं रखी तो एक्सीडेंट पक्का है, एक्सीडेंट पक्का है। और हम अगर अपनी धुन में गाड़ी चला देंगे तो भी एक्सीडेंट है। अच्छा, धुन में गाड़ी चला रहे तो अंदर वाले अनसेफ फील करते हैं। सो इसीलिए ड्राइवर सीट पे रहने के बाद कॉन्शियसनेस बहुत जरूरी होती है, वरना एक्सीडेंट पक्का है। या तो एक्सीडेंट पक्का है, या तो एक्सपीरियंस गंदा है। ड्राइविंग का एक्सपीरियंस गंदा है, बाकी सबके या तो रिस्क है। सो रियलाइज दैट वी नीड टू हैव दैट कॉम्पिटिटिव पोजीशनिंग ऑफ आवर बिजनेस। ओके, just because you have a great product, just because you have a great service, does not mean the market is mature to do that. Okay, let's look at the last part of it. What do you mean by discipline? Anybody quickly on your chat box, please write down the word. How many of you what do you mean by the word discipline? If anybody wants to speak, go ahead. I can give you, I'll give you an opportunity to just raise your hand. I will unmute you. You can tell me, what do you mean by the word discipline? On your chat boxes quickly. Sticking to the plan, okay? If you have a pen and paper, make a note of it. Because most of the time, people forget the later half of the definition. Okay? Discipline is you do what you're supposed to do, whether you like it or not. I'll repeat what I'm saying. Discipline means you do what you're supposed to do, whether you like it or not. Is getting up in the early important? So you do it. Is going to exercise important? So you do it. Personal life. Is eating in the right time, right spirit? Is it important? Yes. Is reviewing the team important? Yes. Is directing your team important? Yes. Is engaging your team important? Yes. Is working on innovation of your products, is it important? Yes. Meeting your customers is important? Yes. So you do what you are supposed to do. Okay? And you do it in your competence, your capacity, but you do, because every time you do, you are moving forward. Now, most of us miss this game. Most of us miss this game. And I firmly believe that entrepreneurs start the business because they want freedom. धंधे वाला धंधा शुरू करता है क्योंकि अपने मर्जी का मालिक है. ओके? और धंधा बढ़ाने के लिए चाहिए डिसिप्लिन. एक बार ये तय हो गया, फिर वो रॉक सॉलिड हो गया, पत्थर की लकीर अगर बना देते हो, तो फिर सिर्फ डिसिप्लिन की बात है. अब अनफॉर्चुनेटली डिसिप्लिन ये ना आने की भी डिसिप्लिन है. अगर आप 10 बार टाइम पे नहीं आते तो आपको 10 बार टाइम पे न आने की आदत है. सो टाइम पे ना आना ये भी आदत है और टाइम पे आना भी आदत है. दैट्स पार्ट ऑफ डिसिप्लिन. So it's very critical for all of us to realize that this one element, I hope you can see my see my screen and cursor moving. Okay, this one part is the reason why we do not scale up. Execution. Okay. Now we don't execute not because we don't want to. We don't execute because of 3 things, rather 4. Let me just clarify. Our skill levels, our knowledge levels, our habits, and our attitude towards change. क्या है? मैं आपके लिए लिख के देता हूं. ये चाहिए आपके पास पेन पेपर है, प्लीज यूज कीजिए. ओके. फर्स्ट, आर स्किल लेवल्स. स्किल लेवल नहीं है, हम कहीं काटना शुरू कर देते हैं, हम शॉर्टकट मारना शुरू कर देते हैं, जैसे अपने बच्चे करते हैं. एज सिंपल एज दैट. ओके. सेकेंड इज माई नॉलेज लेवल्स. थोड़ी सी डिफिकल्टी आ गई तो अपन उसको छोड़ देते हैं, नहीं करते. ओके. और आप अगर ये नहीं कर रहे हो तो शायद लोग कर रहे हैं. आप नोटिस कीजिए कहां प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. थर्ड इज माई हैबिट्स. मुझे आदत ही नहीं है करने की. सुबह उठने की आदत ही नहीं है. रात भर इंस्टाग्राम देखो 2 बजे तक, उसके बाद बोलूं सुबह उठना नहीं होता क्योंकि रात को 2 बजे नहीं सोते. आदत. एंड थर्ड इज माई दृष्टिकोण, माई एटीट्यूड. How do I look at life around me? Do I really want to contribute to the society? Do I really want to make better for my people working in my company? Do I really want to make the society better? What is my drishtikon? What is my attitude towards life around me? 4 things. And people who do not rekindle, you know what is rekindling? Rekindling is tickling. Who do not scratch and actually get into all these things by themselves. Okay, I have always found them struggling. Always found them struggling. Those are guys who do not have, and there it is immaterial whether you are a business owner, you're not a business owner. You will always struggle with money. Always struggle. Okay, you will always struggle with relationship because the man or the business is not working on the 4 basic element that requires a robust discipline of execution for scale. Hey, how many of you agree to what I'm saying? How many of you like like what I'm talking about? When I say like, I'm not talking about liking. I'm talking about it's making sense. Most of the time, we miss the game of execution. First, we do not have. Maybe we don't have the vision and which is shared with everybody. And second, I do not have. I'm not disciplined to get it done, for the next 1,000 days. So fundamentally, if you want to change your orbit, give your life 1,000 days pain. Is that okay? Okay. If I'm making sense, If I'm making sense, please write it down in the chat box. Okay. And promise yourself that you're ready to give yourself a sweet pain of success for the next 1,000 days. Only then that is possible. You'll change the orbit. Now it doesn't matter whether you're at 4 crores and you plan to make it 40 crores. You are at 40 crores, you want to make it 400 crores. It doesn't matter. That is part of cognition. We'll work on that. I mean, I have something that I'll share with you right now. But give yourself a commitment at least. ना कि यार 1,000 दिन या करवट बदल दूंगा. ये orbit को change करूंगा मैं. Okay, and it starts with you, and that's the beginning. It starts with you all the time, and that's the beginning. Okay, let's move on and fundamentally look at it. What's next that we're going to do? Once we have all of this, right? We have our vision, we have our values, we have a mission. That's the time we start converting everything in our company as projects. So there is a customer satisfaction project. There is a operation excellence project. There is a finance recovery project. There is a sales, project. There's a marketing project. There is a HR project. Everything gets converted into projects. You know why it needs to get converted into projects? Because the definition of project is everything that starts and ends and has a unique is unique and has a start and an end date. What does that mean? इसका मतलब मैं छोटे छोटे milestone लेके उसको project में convert करके execute करता हूँ. That is when excitement comes up. शादी तय होती है तब excitement आती है. पिकनिक जाना है excitement होती है. टूर पे जाना है excitement होती है. घर लेना है excitement होती है. गाड़ी लेनी है excitement होती है. दोस्तों के साथ पार्टी करनी एक्साइटमेंट होती है. Why that excitement is there? Because it is unique. It has a start time and it has an end time. So ये जो भी आप emotionally set करते हो, you want to become 100 crores, 50 crores, 40 crores, whatever it is, right? The number is immaterial as long as you are able to plan it in a right form, which we do very deep in Burning Desire. It's a 48 hours workshop, my dear friends. Out of the 48 hours, people are awake for almost 40 hours while they're working on their plan. Okay, and God's been very kind to me for the last 11 years. My energy has never dropped down in the session, and I feel responsible for all of you sitting in that class. So so that's the kind of magic that we really build there. Now that takes us to the next part of it, which is called projects and milestones. So do come in and see that now you are converting everything into milestones. So 1,000 दिन है, 1,000 दिन में आपके पास एक साल में 292 दिन होते हैं. 292 days of execution. ये ध्यान में रखना, ये calculations. 365 दिन हम पगार देते हैं, 392 दिन हम काम करते हैं. The only difference here is आप पगार एक महीने में एक बार देते हो और लोग आपके लिए काम कर रहे हैं पूरे महीने के लिए. So you have a time, leverage time जिसको कहते हैं. अगर मेरे पास 10 लोग काम कर रहे हैं 26 दिन के लिए, तो मैं 260 दिन 26 दिन into 8 hours जितने भी होते हैं, मैं उतना काम कर रहा हूँ. ये 10 घंटा पकड़ लो, 260 घंटे का मेरा दिन निकल रहा है. So it's very, very important for you to realize that you have leverage time. Now, while you move forward in projects, that's the time you allocate budget for every project. So now you have budget for your manpower. Now you have budget for operation excellence. Now you have budget for lead management. Now you have budget for hiring, education, training, coaching, consulting. You have budget for capex. Capex budget क्या होते हैं? Plant बनाना है. All of that, right? आपके CS ने आपको पता होगा. So fundamentally, this is the time हम budget पे जाना चाहिए. So this is a top-down approach. Scalability is not a bottom-up approach, my dear friends. It's a top-down approach. And once you start doing it, then the process of constantly looking backward and looking forward is important for you to stay on track. जैसे हम गाड़ी चलाते हैं, पीछे देखना पड़ता है, आगे देखना पड़ता है, साइड में देखना पड़ता है, राइट साइड में देखना पड़ता है, ताकि गाड़ी को उस डायरेक्शन में लेके जाए बार. Okay. Now, very importantly, how many of you would want to really build that vision, that values, that plan for next 1,000 days? How many of you would want to do that? Please give me a big shout out. A thumbs up on your chat box right now. I'm just finishing the presentation in a short while. So before I finish it off and I give you the gift, please tell me how many of you would want to come and visit a beautiful location called Mahabaleshwar. And in next month we start off, but the registration is open. We only have 25 seats. every month, every 2 months, I only do 25 businesses only. For a reason, because this is not a Janta program. जो करेंगे मरेंगे वंदे मातरम भक्त जनो सुनो, this is not what we do. Okay, everybody's working, I'm on personal tables helping you build that up right, and stuff like that, answering your questions individually. I sit with you individually so that we can talk more deep about your business, give solutions about that. So that's how it is. And it's a residential program. The program fees involve everything that is from the hotel, so you have to travel there, and people come across the country. I think last batch we had people from Jammu, we had people from Coimbatore, we had people from Bangalore, somebody from Ranchi had come in. We had people from Gujarat and Ahmedabad. So people come across the country. We have only 25 people, 25 to maximum 25 to 30 people is what we can cater to. Now, this takes us to the next part of it. Once you have the budget, then you need to measure your progress. All right. Now, this measurement of progress, okay, is this is called my rhythms of my progress. Rhythms of my progress. There is a reason schoolon mein timetable hota hai. I don't know how many of you have your kids. There's a reason जब हमें स्कूल और कॉलेज में टाइम टेबल हुआ करता. It's one of the most fantastic and the easiest way to discipline organization. अब there is a reason why report card हुआ करता. There is a reason why आपको marks मिलते थे. There is a reason why आप अच्छे ABCD क्लास में जाते थे. Right? There is a reason why आपको इंजीनियरिंग में एडमिशन मिला या इंजीनियरिंग में एडमिशन नहीं मिला, या किसी एक कॉलेज में एडमिशन मिला या नहीं मिला. So this is how measurement system is working for you also. You have been a part of it. Now, unfortunately, we just don't know how to implement that in our company. But all of this will start a little later, my dear friends, unless and until you don't rekindle your values again, your vision again, and your mission again, and build that new vision for yourself for the next 1,500 days. It will be very difficult, because we will start reviewing wrong things. Now, just imagine, right? All of you are, who doesn't get excited with revenues? Who doesn't get excited with masti, maza? And all this scale that we're happening, we're all enjoying, we're, working hard, making money. Everybody's caring for each other. अगर इस तरीके का माहौल जिस संस्था में होता है, क्या लगता है आपको वो संस्था आगे जाएगी नहीं जाएगी? Okay, so when we actually consult, we are so critical about culture of the organization. Okay, I mean, in the consulting processes, we build certain things that allow that culture to be very excited all the time, very happy all the time. और अगर ऐसी कुछ चीजें हुई, जैसे एक, I still remember one business that we were consulting. It is a business in North, in Faridabad, and we had taken the company. The company had no, I have stopped the slides. The company had reached 100 crores, and we had taken the entire company, all the staff, to a place near Jaipur, okay, to excite and to work and all of that. And there was an accident that happened with an employee, and the employee passed away. Okay, so it was nobody's mistake, and it happened. There was a sudden cardiac arrest. Nobody knew he was, and we took all of the care. But after that, what happened was very important, very, very important. This ये incidents होके लगभग 6 साल हो गए. Last 6 years, the company has created a fund that goes to his family every month. Apart from insurance, सब कुछ है. Okay, there is a company fund that goes every month. The kids get free education, and it is written down on the letterhead. The moment the child becomes 20, 22 and is eligible to work, he has a standing offer from the company. Whichever position he's fit, he will have the job. Okay. Now, what has happened because of this one act, let me tell you, those 400, 500 people, okay, and of course, now it's a policy of the company, but those at that point in time, when this decision was taken by the board, that company felt, the employees in the company felt that this company cares for us. And we could see a change and a difference in people's way of dealing with issues in the company. So, my friends, it's important for all of us to make sure that we are building that culture. But ये culture अपन बोलते हैं culture बनाने का अच्छा culture होना चाहिए, ये कब होता है? इसका वो process follow करो. हम सबको output चाहिए. हम सबको सीधा output चाहिए. But सीधा output नहीं है. Like these are so, I mean, one of the reasons why management practices and management practitioners exist is because of this, right? अच्छा, बहुत लोग बोलते हैं चेंज मैनेजमेंट, बहुत लोग बोलते हैं ये एचआर में लोगों को ये करना चाहिए. इट इज नॉट एचआर जॉब. Please let me tell you, it is a change manager's job. You need a consultant, you need a coach, you need a trainer, you need a faculty, whatever you want to call him, right? Who understands change management. कि बदलाव को कैसे ड्राइव किया जाए संस्था में, इसकी जिसको अकल है वो चाहिए. Now it doesn't matter whether it's from HR, whether it's from sales, whether it's from operation. जिसको burning desire, they realize that, okay, this is a program, that this is just not a program, or rather this is something that helps us to understand how to conduct change management in our organization.
Recording stopped.
Okay, are you there? I am not there. I'm not sure. Okay, so I think
Recording in progress.
can you just tell me you can hear me? Okay, perfect. Okay, so I said, I'll repeat the last point. In burning desire, the process of building your vision, building your operations, building your strategy for the next 1,000 days, the macro plan typically, understanding about people, understanding about hiring, understanding about budgeting, all of this happens so you know the process of change management. Okay, I can give you, right, I mean, this is what at least good Indian families where we see certain culture, you see the mother actually coaches the daughter before she gets married, and she says this is how it has to be done, this is what it has to be done. What is that happening? Isn't that a part of change management? Right? Couples are counseled these days. जब कुछ सालों पहले कोई कपलिंग काउंसल नहीं होता था, बड़े भाई से पूछ लो, बड़े चाचा से पूछ लो, वही हिसाब किताब सेट कर देते थे. But now couples go for counseling before the marriage कि कैसे अपनी जिंदगी जीनी है. What is this? Change management. So जिंदगी हो या business हो, entrepreneur's life is always in change. How many of you agree with this? Your life, my life is always in change. Because आप वो देख रहे हो जो सामने वाले को नहीं दिख रहा. आपके टीम को अगर वो दिखना शुरू हो गया जो आपको दिख रहा है, फिर तो वो कैप्टन है, आपका कैप्टन है. और ये दिन जल्दी आए जिंदगी में, ये हमेशा दुआ करें. Okay, so with this one simple thing, I thank all of you. If you have questions, you can definitely ask me. Okay, but yeah, how to do that, Giri, is very, very important. How to manage that change at every level, because you cannot be using the same stick for everything, right? You need to have that ability to manage that change of different levels, right? So that's exactly what burning desire helps you and pushes you to do more and gives you a structure कि ये बदलाव कैसे किया जाता है. That's point number one. Point number two, I'm so happy. I don't know if you waited 100% attendance, I do not see anybody leaving. Is it because I'm saying something sensible, or because you wanted that masterclass? Okay, I'm not sure about that. So on a rating of 1 to 5, I recommend all of you to give me a rating on whatever I've said. I don't know how many of consultants actually ask you for rating, but I personally believe that it is absolutely critical to take rating, because there is always a scope of improvement. And second very important thing is it allows me to help you more. Okay, it allows my okay, it allows, I mean, you know what? People get motivated, Kaleem. I'm talking facts. Okay. Right. So fundamentally, it 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 helps you to start building up right structures. Um, this masterclass that you're going to receive, it's a YouTube link. We are not putting it on our learning management system. Um, we will give you all of this absolutely free. Please go through it. Okay, but it's a long program. Okay, it's a long program. It will consume around 3 or 4 hours of your time. So every time you finish, okay, every time you finish one, my team will send you the video. Okay, this is how the process is. We don't want to unnecessarily bombard you. Okay, we will send you a video. You finish watching, just respond to my team member. He will send you the next. That's the method. Okay, because the content that we create is valuable, and if you do not have time for it, we do not want to share it with you. It's a fair deal. Now, second, but I will still give you the ebook. Okay, so you can definitely have the ebook for yourself. Now, important here is one simple request. If you feel that I made sense, and yes, I would want to be a part of Burning Desire, uh, please listen to what people have said. Please understand the testimonies that they've got. What did the last batch say? You could take that as latest, or you can go to the YouTube and find the oldest ones. Please realize what is the magic that we can create if we come together. I thank all of you for being in numbers here. God bless all of you. I think the details have come in. Can I request people? Can I request my IT and admin to play the testimonies for all of them to become a little better and see if they can be a part of this. Asit ji, I would love to see you after I haven't met you for 3 years. I haven't met you at all, but I've been seeing you on webinars for the last 3 years. I would love to see you in Burning Desire so that some shift happens in your family business. I'm sure that's the business that you are in, and you wanted to do something more about. So please come over, and God bless all of you. Thank you very much. Of course, we can have a Q&A. Pallavi, if you want to ask me a question, just raise your hand. I can just unmute you. Pallavi. Okay, yes, Pallavi.
Yeah, actually, I'm based out of Bangalore. Okay. So just wanted to ask you, you conduct classes sessions in Bangalore as well?
No, I conduct sessions right now. This session is happening in Maharashtra. Either it will happen at a location called Lonavala, or it will happen at a location called Mahabaleshwar in Maharashtra. In Bangalore or around Bangalore, I do it in Ooty, I do it in Connaught, but that's not planned yet. So in Dehradun and Haridwar, in Kannur and Ooty, and here in Mahabaleshwar. That's it.
Okay.